focus right after, John and competing and all that kind of stuff. And that's sometimes a hard thing to balance. And I think, a guy like Sam Darnold, he's so good, so talented, having an incredible year, but just having that ability to maybe like slow things down in the biggest moments. That's where he'll take his game to the very, very next level.
So I watched Philadelphia, and my take is you can watch Robert Saleh, what he has done to the Niners defense with Fred Warner. They lose Bosa, they lose Hufanga, they lose Greenlaw. Defense is great. And you're like, wow, how? Robert Saleh. Is that not only do coaches matter, coordinators matter. And I think Sirianni's always been coordinator dependent. That's not a criticism, it's a reality. Most head coaches aren't Shanahan with schemes. They're not. And I watched Philadelphia. What really bothered me, 45 yards rushing. I mean, they only had a handful of carries in the second half. I'll ask you, what is Philadelphia's offensive identity today? I have no idea.
That's the thing. They know what it is, and they got to stick to it. They got to stay off Twitter, stay off talk radio, those kinds of things. I think Saquon had like 6 carries. I think as a team, they maybe had 11. And really, like Sean Payton and the Broncos deserve a lot of credit here also. But I just think that Philly needs to just be proud of who they are. Like, I think, sometimes you're trying to feed disgruntled players just a little bit. You're trying to keep everybody happy. Listen, when you have success and you win, there's enough credit to go around. There's enough football to go around. I think Saquon, I appreciate how they're getting involved in the passing game, but you're giving the defense too much credit if you just say, oh, they're going to, quote unquote, stack the box against Saquon. Make them prove that they can stop the run. That would be my advice to Philly. Make every team you play prove that they are as physical as they are lining up to be with guys in the box. And they're talented. Listen, they're talented in the passing game. I just don't think you need to force it. If you're a great receiver and you're a great tight end, the ball will find you. Just stick to who you are, Philly. You're the best team in football last year for a reason. Don't forget it. And don't buy into the hype on the outside noise. There are moments in any young quarterback's life, in any young team's life, that you could look back on your career, Matt, and go, okay, I remember. We were playing the Lions. We trailed in the 4th. I came back and won it. I looked at that win for Drake May. He may not even remember it in 10 years. But I didn't think it would happen this quick. I thought they'd make the playoffs, and I thought he'd be good. But you watch the Pittsburgh game, and you're like, he's not there yet. The offense is not there. I thought that win was not about Buffalo. Buffalo fumbled the ball. I thought it was about Drake May and Mike Vrabel. Like, okay, this is plant a flag. Buffalo doesn't lose at home. I wonder if they're ahead of their schedule. What was your thoughts? Yeah, they're ahead of their schedule. I think an X factor for me, though, was Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs has come in. The New England media has been tough on him. Like, where are his targets? Where's his yards? He doesn't show up. He's getting outplayed by other receivers. They came in there, and I felt like there was an intensity to Stephon Diggs. Josh McDaniels was trying to get him the ball. Drake May was trying to get him the ball on time or scrambling. It was almost like we're doing this for Diggsy kind of a deal. Yeah. And like, there's something really special when you do that for a teammate that you respect. And especially when the media has been beating up on him. And so, like, I just thought, listen, for the Patriots, no other team in the NFL feels this way. But I feel like for the Patriots, they're like, man, could we play Buffalo all the time? Because, like, that's the intensity they need from the passing game. That really is. And they drafted Drake May for a reason. They wanted their own version of Josh Allen. And like, that doesn't really exist, but they saw something with the 3rd pick overall in that draft. And they said, you know what? We think that this guy could be that. They tried the Mac Jones thing and they were like, yeah, you're good, but you're not Josh Allen. We're looking for Josh Allen, and we'll take the risk for the upside. And I think Drake May has everybody in New England fired up. Yeah. So I had real questions about Brian Schottenheimer, but it's interesting. When Zeke left, Zach Martin left, Tyron Smith left, Des Bryant left, Amari Cooper left. There's always been this thing like, oh, boy. And yet Dak doesn't have any of them right now. Doesn't have Micah. Doesn't even have CeeDee Lamb. And I know it's the Jets. This is the best I've ever seen him play. And I wonder, I said this earlier, it's almost like the Darnold Baker Dak thing that you get 10,000 hours and you've got your money and you're securing yourself and the game slows down. But I mean, I've never seen Dak play like this. I think he's carrying an average roster. I mean, they don't have a number 1 receiver. I'm not sure they have a 2. I don't think they have a dominant running back. I think the O-line is missing starters. I
Have you ever seen Dak this good? Explain it to me.
Well, I don't want to overreact. I mean, he had, 2 goal line touchdown passes inside the 5 also, and it was the Jets. And when your defense is as bad as theirs is, sometimes, your passing numbers feel a little bit better. However, this is absolutely the best that I've seen Dak Prescott look, the best I've seen him play. And I think for me, this is the most I've seen him as a leader on the team. Like literally up and down the sideline, the whole game, the confidence, in lockstep with the play caller. Like this is exactly what the Cowboys have been paying for. He is going to be the guy that is going to have to put the team on his back later in the season when the schedule gets tougher, when the games mean more. So I am excited about that. The MVP chance and all that kind of stuff, I think we're getting way, way, way ahead of ourselves. But from the first day of the season this year, I thought Dak looked different physically. And I think it's showing up in how he plays.
I want to end with this because it's a weird trend. I have this theory, Matt. Are you ready for my theory on this? Here's my theory. Let's go. Between TikTok and Instagram, everything's performative. I mean, you can't even go to dinner. People at restaurants are taking pictures of food. You can't go to a nice vacation. It's 1,000 pictures. And there's this need to be cool, right? Like, especially for people in their 20s. And I think it's bleeding into sports where this constant need to be performative. And we had another running back. This is the third player to do this, the second in 2 weeks, drop the ball at the goal line. And my take is he knows where the goal line is. This is a young player who's finally getting to play. It's performative. This is what is happening in society. You can't go to a restaurant. People are taking pictures of food. How do they look? I mean, it's A.D. Mitchell, the kid for the Jets. That's my takeaway because I don't even know what I would say. I said earlier, football's so hard even at practice. It's so disrespectful to your teammates. To get a 70-yard run as a bad team in the NFL is unheard of. What would you say and what do you make of this weird trend?
It is weird. But listen, I don't think fundamentals get coached nearly as much as they did 30, 40, 50 years ago. Like we just don't do it. You just it's so about scheme and X's and O's and we don't coach fundamentals. When I got into the NFL, one of the things I noticed is that, that staff was coming from the 49ers with Jerry Rice and those guys. And the rule there was you had to finish until the camera was off of you. So it wasn't even just play through the whistle. You had to finish until the camera was off of you. That's not what it was like at the end of my career. Not at all. However, at the end of my career, at least at the end of my career in Seattle, Pete Carroll was the head coach. He was great. He said, hey, guys, I want you to practice your end zone celebrations and tell a friend. Okay. And make sure that the friend approves that it's like a cool enough end zone celebration. But also what he was doing is he was sort of putting it through a filter of make sure it's legal. We don't want a 15-yard penalty because you punt the ball into the stands or you dunk it on the goalpost and all of a sudden, I didn't know that was a penalty. And so it was creative by Pete Carroll to kind of like coach these little, details of fundamentals and the rules without being like, hey, finish through the goal line. I mean, I saw Charles Woodson do a thing on the Fox pregame show where he was like, finish through the goal line. It's not like we're not saying it. You're not hearing it. I just think with this generation, like you're saying, you got to get more creative, much like Pete Carroll did. I thought he did a great job with it.
How was the halftime speech in front of 70,000 people? Were you a little bit nervous? A little?
I don't know if I was nervous, but I had a plan in my head. I was going to invite all the top 50 players up onto the stage with me, kind of like Mike Eruzione style, sure, and lead them in a chant. And I'm getting the rap. And there's one set of stairs. And some of the guys like Earl Thomas and Marshawn Lynch and Cam Chancellor, they got no problem with stairs. Some of the older guys that played with Chuck Knox, I wasn't sure their knees could do the stairs or no stairs. It was a blast, though. It's a great stadium, a great fan base. My opinion, the best. We just need the Seahawks to start playing better at home. I can't explain that part. That needs to get fixed.
Yeah, well, they're losing to good teams, San Francisco and Tampa. That was an all-timer. It's great seeing you, and happy for you. Thanks, man.
Oh, look at the kid. Uh-oh.
You didn't have a ton of hair then either, pal.
No, I didn't. I was getting carded back then in Seattle. Oh, well. Thanks for having me. I'll see you.
All right, Matt Hasselbeck. God, that was a good football game. That was just an insane football game. J-Mac, he was at a game. I sat home on the couch, and it was not a good slate yesterday. Well, when you play 2 Monday night games, and then you have the Rams-Niners playing on Thursday, if you would have had the Rams-Niners playing in the late game with the Bucs in Seattle and then into New England, Buffalo, it would have been great. But the more games you take away from Sunday, you get a pretty bleak. I mean, the Bears didn't play, and they've become a fascinating team.
Come on. Well, I'm a man of the people. What can I say?
Yeah.
I like to go out to games, be among, the masses. Yes. Now, I will say, no Lamar yesterday. Josh Allen played at night, and Patrick Mahomes is tonight.
Yeah.
Those are pretty much the three core guys. Burrow's obviously hurt.
Yeah.
When you take away the four best quarterbacks.
I'll tell you this, though, J-Mac. It's pretty clear. Let's be fair. Drake may can play.
Drake may can play. Okay. Also, Justin Herbert does not have any protection.
No. I'm just talking young guys. All I care about young quarterback. Jaden Daniels you saw yesterday. He's back.
He's good.
Bo Nix can play.
Yes.
Drake May can play. So we have 3 hits from that class. We're waiting on Caleb, who's clearly gotten better with a legit coach.
Okay.
And Penix has been hot and cold. But you and I like football when quarterback play is good. So that's my take is root for Baker Mayfield and Sam to be reborn. Root for Bo Nix. And
Daniel
Drake
Jones.
made it.
I mean, Daniel Jones is maybe the best story in the league right now, honestly.
You know what you don't want to watch? The Jets. I mean, so I root. People think, oh, you don't like Baker. I would vote him MVP today.
To be clear, Justin Fields has not been awful. He's, I think, 7 touchdowns, 0 picks.
Little stat padding.
He's been fine. It's the fumbles, they lead the league in missed tackles. Like, things are just,
not good. Yeah. It's the Herd.
Are you facing an unexpected financial emergency? You need WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com could help you get up to $5,000 fast. WeFixMoney.com is free to use, available 24/7, and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Go to the name you trust, WeFixMoney.com. If you need emergency cash up to $5,000 for bills or anything else, type WeFixMoney.com directly in your browser. That's WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com.
When your reputation's on the line, you don't leave anything to chance, especially your primer. Painter's Trust Kills primers for a smooth start, strong adhesion, and serious stain-blocking power. And now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same-day or next-day delivery, or order online and pick up in-store. Kills primers. Pro results, faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
This is The Herd.
You got to be consistent.
With Colin Cowherd.
Mic check.
Philadelphia has been a leaky faucet for 5 weeks. We've been talking about this. Saquon Barkley, his production's been cut in half. They labor to get the ball to A.J. Brown.